Hello, I'm Isaiah.
I'm Ashley.
I'm Nadia.
And this is our scientific method presentation.
Woo!
Hello, I'm here to talk to you guys about about the scientific method. Okay, the scientific method is this really great way in which we find knowledge and research things in our environment. The first step in the scientific method is making observations. If you're walking down the park, you see that woodpeckers peck wood. So you're like, oh, I wonder how they do that. So that would be your question. You ask yourself, how do woodpeckers peck wood? So then you would have to find a way to conduct an experiment. And before you conduct an experiment, you have to also do a hypothesis, though. But that can also be the question as well. But when you conduct that experiment, you have to have an independent variable and a dependent variable. The independent variable is what you're testing, and the dependent variable is how you're testing it. The dependent variable is what you use to collect data and compare against other research or just research that's already available. And then you would go ahead and take that data, combine it all together, and try to interpret that data and then generalize that data into the general public so you can share that information. So people can report their research to scientific journals. There's a lot of them out there with a bunch of great information, but that's how they report their research. They just send it over to a journal, the journal publicizes it, and they make it peer-reviewed, and then you can kind of
Today I will be talking about deductive and inductive reasoning. Deductive reasoning is reasoning from general principles to specific instances. General principles change into specific instances. An example of that is all cars have engines, and if I have a car, my car has an engine. Inductive reasoning is reasoning from specific cases to general principles from a hypothesis. The specific occurrence then changes to a general theory. An example is, my older brother is good at math. My friend's older brother is good at math as well. My neighbor's big brother is a math tutor. Therefore, all the brothers in the house are very good at math.
I will be talking about hypothesis, theory, and law. A hypothesis is an untested explanation of how or why something happened in the way or the manner that is observed. For example, if a child is given an adequate amount of attention, then they will be better able to form proper attachments with others. Theory. A well-tested and widely accepted view that the scientific community agrees best explains certain observable facts. For example, the psychoanalytic theory is a person's behavior is largely determined by underlying unconscious psychological forces. And law. Law is a general, specific, or scientific principle that explains our universe and predicts events, as the law of gravity shows us.
That is our scientific method. Thank you guys for watching.
Hope you guys learned something new today about the scientific method.
Oh, and shout out to Peter. He was very instrumental in this video. He just was not actually in the video, but he's actually a big part of how it happened. So thank you, Peter.
Woo! Love up.